Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
And we're live. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Anecdotal. Anecdotally, ethical human smugglers are a thing. Anarco-Capitalism. Really? Is that what we're going with? Anecdotal arguing the case of ethical anarcho-capitalist coyotes?
Yes, there we go.
Nice. I am your host, Jay Fry, and I am as surprised as you are by the title of this episode, apparently. And with me, as always, is Sean. How's it going, Sean?
Fair to Midland. Looks like the stream is having problems.
How so?
It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I need to...
I am your host.
It sounds like it's working on my end.
Okay. We'll just trust that because I don't trust Susan's back-end bullshit.
And Garrick. How's it going, Garrick?
Oh, just trying to help Sean here shoot. But otherwise, yeah, pretty good day. Can't complain.
Oh, all right.
All right.
As we wait for the two viewers to trickle in, I think we'll start with the possibly, but not certainly, fuck Matt Gaetz. Black Magic says it's good on his end. I'll need to see how it plays out. But if Matt Gaetz is traveling around with a 17-year-old throwing a dick at her every once in a while, gross. If it's just an accusation and nothing is actually there that they're claiming, but there happens to be a staffer who is 17, then that's ridiculous. And let the girl get her college credits or whatever the hell she's doing to the reason she's joined the campaign. If he's dicking her, burn him at the stake. I'll bring the kerosene. But if it's not that, then I don't give a good goddamn.
What if multiple things are true?
Which multiple things?
That he is having a consensual relationship with a girl, and these lawyers or whatever they are blackmailing him.
He's engaged to be married. So yeah, I don't want your cheating ass in my party. Go fuck yourself.
All right.
Like, you've made some good defenses of Trump, of the border, of conservatism. No part of conservatism is throwing dick at a 17-year-old while you're engaged to your fiance and flying around with your booty call.
Okay. I think all of it is a distraction, and this is just Nancy trying to get him off of the committees he's on.
I mean, maybe. But there seems to be more than just that. Like this weird stuff with Levinson. And like, clearly somebody was trying to get him for $25 million. Well, his dad, probably. $25 million. Black Magic says you're coming in choppy, Raggle Fraggle. I don't know.
Oh, good to know. I saw par performance as par for the course.
Yeah. But the that's clearly a insider one hand washes the other type of bullshit. That I don't care for, and I think anybody without their head up their ass could see that is an attempt at getting money to make a problem go away.
I just don't know what kind of power they have to make it go away should it become a problem.
It's not a problem until they make it the problem.
Right. Which the New York Times has already done.
Well, yeah, but this is months beforehand.
This was a week beforehand. 1 week. This is all developed in 1 week.
So Papa was already no, it couldn't be because
according to Matt Gaetz on Tucker's show, he first heard about it the second Monday or second Tuesday in March.
Yeah.
And the deadline for delivering the cash was like March 19th.
No, it was like
Or the 29th.
down payment was like the down payment was the 29th, which is why I thought it's been like an entire month.
And then the New York Times broke it on that Tuesday.
Yeah. Because Papa Gaetz was already had a meeting and wore a wire.
Right. The fact that Matt Gaetz trusts the FBI at all is a problem.
Yeah. I mean, what's does anybody off the top of their head, because I'm not Googling it, I don't know how to spell Gates properly because it's a fucked up spelling, know what his committee is?
He's on the legal committee, isn't he? Hang on. I will Google it.
Is it G-A-I-T?
It's Gaetz.
Yeah. It's the fuck you and your Gates.
TZ.
Committees and caucuses.
You know, who didn't get removed from their position?
He is on the Armed Services Committee. He is on the Judiciary Committee, and he's got several subcommittees on each.
Yeah, so if he's dicking 17-year-olds, no matter what, I want him gone.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Florida is one of the few places where consent is 18. He's a Florida resident. It's 18. And plus, there's nothing. It's a 17-year-old. That's gross. That's more than half my age. That's more than half your age. That's about half Garrick's age. No, not really. What is it? Like 8 years older? Well, I wouldn't have sex with Garrick either. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, unless he buys me something nice. Is that you unwrapping the fucking Werthers into the microphone?
Yes, it's not a Werther's, it's Ghirardelli. Because I deserve a little bit of chocolate, okay?
Yeah, well, hope it falls off.
Thanks.
So Blonde in his bullshit, it's not pedophilia. You know, for the most part, a 17-year-old girl is physically mature into adulthood. I mean, I wouldn't let her drive my car or my penis, but that's just me. Apparently, I'm a pervert of an older persuasion. But does anybody have any argument against it? Blonde. You fucking bitch.
You know, Winger had a song called She's Only 17.
Which is fine if you're Winger in 22. but I have nothing in common with a 17-year-old.
Hell, apparently I have nothing in common with some mid-30-year-olds, because both of them missed the goddamn Van Halen reference last night.
Well, you picked a couple special 30-year-olds. Speaking of which, has everybody submitted their viewing requests to Blonde for the?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we need to make a list of our own for Matt before the end of the show.
That works too, because Josh and I were talking about it, because he's putting together one for his girlfriend.
Aha.
And well, I think like Matt should be different. I think there should be like Falling Down has to be on there, but I wouldn't give her Falling Down. Yeah, like Falling Down.
Maybe Ghost Girlfriend's Past for her, but not necessarily for Matt.
Yeah. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
So what is movie viewing lists that they should each watch?
Well, Matt Blonde is putting one together for Matt, and like once a week he's going to watch a movie from the list. And I think like good movies that shouldn't be on the list. Scream. Scream's a decent horror movie, but he doesn't have the background for it. Same with Cabin in the Woods. Same with Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Those rely on well-established horror tropes. And he just doesn't have that frame of reference. If you have a girlfriend who is new to horror in general, those are movies you should also avoid. Though they're all very good movies, they just don't have the reference for them. It's like watching Gremlins 2 without watching Gremlins 1. What's a drink if it can't have water? Shut up, bitch. It's a movie.
The Blood of Virgins.
Oh, that old canard. Yelling it out all the time. Black Magic's got a good list started. Starship Troopers, Fight Club, and Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, well, that's because they're gay porn, Steven.
No. One of them wasn't.
One of them wasn't.
No. Haven't been that disappointed in a while. But okay, I guess Black Magic wants to jump into it now. Go-to gems that you suggest to people who aren't into movie watching.
Alien and Aliens, in that order.
Yeah. I got in a fight with somebody. Well, actually, I just called him stupid and hung up. But he said, you can't watch Aliens without having watched Alien. And I'm like,
you can, but you're better for it.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, Aliens would be a better movie if there were no alien. Sigourney Weaver is a decent character, but she's the not Marine. And at no point is anything she do tactically sound or advised. And Paul Reiser's character is an unnecessary piece of shit. So,
well, I mean, there's a couple of themes from the first movie that are drawn on that fill it out. Like the fact that Ripley has already beaten one of these things and is the sole survivor. And the whole reason that they were put in that is because Paul Rudd's character's Burke, the company put them in a position to do that and sacrificed them all willingly. It also goes to why she doesn't trust.
Sacrifice them.
Well, not only Burke, but the Wayland Yutani. Wayland Yutani in the first movie told them to go investigate, told them to keep it alive, and told the synthetic crew is expendable.
After they registered it, yes. But in the second one, it was Burke on his own. That's why they had to impregnate her and put her into cryosleep. Is because he planned to profit from it, not the company. But like the only real difference between the two movies, well, more than that is, Ripley knows what a face hugger is, because they act in completely contradictory ways. A lone alien, as in 1 and 3, are different than 2 with a queen. Everyone was brought back to the eggs in 2 and 4. So it's a whole different dynamic, and it happened on ground instead of in the ship, because that adds a whole other layer to it. You know, when they tried to cut the face hugger off the was it Mike Hurt? No, Michael. He just died last year. What the hell's his name? Anyway, the guy. And the acid. They had to, the thing. Yeah. Michael. I don't know. He was the 13th Doctor.
John Hurt.
John Hurt. That's why I couldn't. I was like fucking Ian Holm, Yaphet Kotto, Sigourney Weaver. I could name like 7 of the other 9. Who was it? John Hurt. Yeah.
John Hurt.
My other problem was I was thinking of William Hurt, who I don't think's related. But they, as soon as they tried to cut like the leg of the face hugger, the acid blood dropped to the floor, and they had to check the levels to make sure it wasn't going through the entire hull of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I'll be back in a minute.
Thanks for the warning. Look forward to your contributions when you get back. So that was.
Well, again, they're 2 different genre movies. One is a
slow really are.
suspense horror, and even though it's got a sci-fi label on it, it's really a slow burn suspense horror movie.
It took place in space,
and
you have to have sci-fi in there. It took place in space.
The second one was just an action movie.
Action sci-fi horror, also in space.
Well, on another planet.
Well, they had to get there through space. And there were androids.
Well, yeah, that's kind of pertinent to the plot.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. I did. I liked 1 more than 2, and if it was an excellent movie.
I liked them both for different reasons. I mean, I try not even to compare and contrast the 2 because they're just that different. 2 is infinitely more quotable.
Absolutely. Check section C6. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, never mind. It's a quote from Alien. There's no quotes from Alien. Get away from her, you bitch. But if I would suggest anything from Matt, I sent Wonder Woman 1985. Promising. Yep. Yeah, so Black Magic says Serenity. I could see Serenity. It's a decent movie.
It's really not. You have to have watched the show.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I watched Firefly after Serenity.
Well, I did too, but I also didn't care for the movie because there was obvious references in it that you would have been better knowing if you had watched the show. I think Firefly and Serenity are both horribly overrated. I mean, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong; they're okay, but they're not the, fuzzy, warm, lovey cupcake that everybody seems to think they are.
Well, fuck, I've already died. I mean, spoiler alert. What's his name? Space Jam Sub Wave Chronic GIF. That was Alan Tudyk's character.
So for this movie list, what are our limitations and qualifications here? So, like,
well, I mean, technically none, but somebody who's not into doesn't have a very wide movie knowledge base. So, I mean, self-limit the way you find accordingly.
Like, okay, so
I don't think Napoleon Dynamite would be a good first.
No, I don't think so either. But like, what kind of like we're gonna have to have a numerical limit. How many movies are we suggesting?
Well, I figure we banter about the qualities of each movie. I mean, I love, and you do too, Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
But I don't think that should be anybody's top 10 list.
Not for not being a movie fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge movie fan, but I love that movie for other reasons.
Yeah, but he would probably have like no frame of reference for
right. So you have
any
to
sort
have,
of black exploitation or exploitation.
You have to. Okay, so how far back are we going here? So like, what would be the chronologically oldest movie that we would recommend?
I don't know, dude. I mean, like, I could see like suggesting Grease or Midnight Cowboy.
So you're saying mid to late 70s? Because I'm thinking, do you recommend stuff like Breakfast at Tiffany's? Do you recommend stuff like Look Who's Coming to Dinner? Or
I mean, if I limit it to a genre, like if I said horror, I would have the, Nosferatu, Dracula, Wolfman. Yeah, I would have the universal horrors. But going back that far, it's like I'm never gonna suggest Reefer Madness to somebody. Big 1933, great movie, you'll love it.
Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back even further. Do you recommend Gone with the Wind? Do you recommend Wizard of Oz? Do you recommend It's a Wonderful Life?
No. I don't even recommend Godfather.
Another overrated movie. Not bad, mind you, just overrated.
Yeah.
Like the Beatles. Not bad, just horribly overrated.
Yeah, if I was going to do I don't know, Matt does like cringe, but would you suggest foreign films? Like one of like the highest grossing and ranking of all foreign films is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Well,
And it's by all accounts a great movie.
so the problem is I'd recommend a bunch of movies I don't know the names of because I was exposed to every Sunday 2 back-to-back kung fu movies on Kung Fu Theater on USAA. And I couldn't tell you the names of the movies, but it was wonderful. And I would suggest take an entire 24-hour period, take a weekend, and do nothing but watch horrible, badly dubbed Chinese kung fu flicks.
The 36 Shaolin Masters of Death.
Half a Loaf of Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Mm.
What'd I miss?
Everything.
Half a Loaf of Kung Fu. I mean, my go-to, as always, An American President. Great cast, great ensemble cast. It's pretty funny, and fuck the director, but all pretty good movie. And it doesn't really like cross any particular niche boundaries or anything like that. There's fun for the whole family because there's no nudity. Magnificent Seven. Actually, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, the spaghetti westerns.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of a good ensemble cast,
I'm always going to say Godfather. It's just it's a classic. It's a fucking amazing movie.
yeah. Not at all overhyped at all.
Shut up. It's not overhyped. It's underhyped, if anything.
Sean, get him.
Huh?
Get him, Sean.
What?
Get him.
For what?
You just said The Godfather is underhyped.
I'm sorry. I don't interface with stupid.
Because Dogma's good. Steven says Dogma. Chances are no, he hasn't.
I would say if you have to recommend a Kevin Smith movie,
Clerks.
it wouldn't be Dogma. It would be Chasing Amy.
Oh yeah. But Clerks. Retarded guy becomes president? No. American President is the man's running for the backstory is man's running for president, and as he's campaigning, his wife gets sick and dies of cancer, and he gets brought in on the sympathy vote. But by all accounts, the guy is a constitutional professor or some shit, and or history professor, and he becomes president. And a couple years into his first term, he meets somebody, and they kind of start dating as he's president. So, with all that entails, it's a comedy drama, I guess.
A dramedy?
A dramedy, if you will. Do you push for Big Trouble in Little China?
No, because Big Trouble in Little China, being the best movie ever made ever for any reason whatsoever, is only that when you understand what other movies are. So much like you wouldn't recommend Black Dynamite, you can't really recommend Big Trouble in Little China because he's going to look at it and he's going to think it's stupid for the reasons it's awesome. You have to have the background. You have to have badly dubbed Chinese movies.
USA Up All Night background to appreciate. Well, not USA Up All Night, but the
Kung Fu Theater background.
Kung Fu Theater. Yeah.
You have to have the basics under your belt. You have to have Ghostbusters under your belt. You have to have Pee-wee's Big Adventure under your belt. You have to have Ferris Bueller under your belt. All the John Hughes movies have to be on that list. Every single goddamn one of them. And as far as I know, the only John Hughes movie he's seen is, what, Home Alone?
I don't even know if that's true. All right, so John Hughes movies. What do you recommend?
All of them.
Fuck yeah.
There's really no other way to put it. Every single one of them. Some are better than others. Like, if you're going to have to give one up, you give up Pretty in Pink.
I would have gone with 16 Candles.
I think 16 Candles is important because it introduces Farmer Ted. What's his name? Michael. The hell is that actor's name? God damn it.
Michael. I got nothing.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh, there we go.
And
Oh,
Anthony Michael Hall and Molly Ringwald are both intrinsic to a lot of John Hughes movies. Like, it helps you understand Breakfast Club. It helps you understand, it kind of helps you understand St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, these are also movies I need to watch as well.
Well, fucking write them down.
Hang on. I don't even think St. Elmo's Fire is a John Hughes movie, though.
Same cast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
I don't see it. Oh, he wrote Flubber? Really? Huh.
No, he directed Flubber.
It says screenplay.
Well, he probably adapted because Flubber was the dad from My Three Sons did the original Flubber back in the late 50s or early 60s. I guess there's some in here I wouldn't recommend but he's what? Home Alone 2, Weird Science, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, Vacation, European Vacation.
Well, I wouldn't do Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
She's Having a Baby, which is actually one he should watch right the hell now. Let's see, I said Weird Science, Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Dennis the Menace.
I wouldn't do Uncle Buck, Curly Sue.
Miracle on 34th Street. That's a good Christmas movie.
Career Opportunities. That's an underrated one.
What? You want to
Babies
put
do
a
that.
raspberry chipotle on?
It don't matter.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Uncle Buck. I wouldn't do Curly Sue. I wouldn't do Dutch. Career Opportunities.
I'd do Career Opportunities. It's underrated. But yeah, like
I do
the core of them
Mannequins.
that are important are like Breakfast Club, 16 Candles.
Say anything, John Hughes?
No. But if you want to go into John Cusack movies, then I'd have to say you have to watch One Crazy Summer and Better Off Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Gross Point Blank is optional.
I would say Gross Point Blank and Say Anything would be on my list.
Yeah, I'd say both of those would be optional on my list, but good.
Weird Science is a bit cringe, but fun. Fun cringe. But
And
cringe.
then you got to go with the other good ones like Real Genius, Top Secret.
So now we're naming Val Kilmer movies.
There are only two.
I would
Unless
throw in
you want to
Tombstone.
count The Saint.
I would throw in Tombstone.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, I consider that more of a Kurt Russell movie, but yes, Tombstone.
Kurt Russell would also consider that a Kurt Russell movie.
Yeah, well, he did the heavy lifting. You got to go with Field of Dreams.
Oh yeah, God yeah, Field of Dreams.
I'd say
Which Quentin Tarantino movies wouldn't you recommend?
All of them.
Yeah, most of them. I would recommend
Really?
Bordello of Blood, and
That was Robert Rodriguez.
maybe.
Quentin Tarantino acted in it. That was Robert Rodriguez. You can tell because of all the.
You wouldn't, so you wouldn't at least put in Inglourious Basterds. It's probably his best movie, if you ask me. Okay, although I have not seen Reservoir Dogs, and there was another one, a very good one that he did that I haven't seen.
Reservoir Dogs was great, but if I was going to recommend one Quentin Tarantino movie, it'd be Pulp Fiction.
I've seen Pulp Fiction. It was fine. I mean,
But even that,
Pulp Fiction or Inglourious Bastards?
For me, Inglourious
Well,
Basterds.
just I
Pulp
mean,
Fiction.
those would be the
Fiction
two
takes-
that I would pick from.
Yeah. Pulp Fiction drives me insane because it's done out of order. Like it does a lot of skipping around, which makes it hard to follow.
which is the only reason I would add it to the list. And that's the same thing with Reservoir Dogs you haven't seen, but it's the same fucking out of order shittery.
Who did Usual Suspects?
That
wasn't Tarantino, was it?
No, that was Verbal Kint.
Okay.
No, damn it. Who did? Actually, I'll have to look it up. But that's probably one of the better twist movies out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I probably would go with Pulp Fiction because of Samuel L. Jackson's rant.
Bryan Singer. Written by Christopher McQuarrie. Directed by Bryan Singer. Speaking of ensemble cast, good lord.
Oh, okay. So Guy Ritchie films. Snatch and Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Trainspotting?
I mean,
I can't believe this is a Bryan Singer film.
Yeah, I know.
Money Train.
Oh my God, we forgot a major '80s one that needs to be watched. Clue.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. So speaking of Josh, they watched Clue, and she was on her phone through too much of it.
Oh, God damn it, woman.
I haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. yet, but didn't King Arthur fail spectacularly?
King Arthur?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that is.
The King Arthur with the guy from Charlie Hunnam. Sons of Anarchy. He played Arthur.
I don't even know what it is, so it must have failed spectacularly because it didn't even hit my radar.
2017. It was like a $200 million, and it lost like $180 million.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't even register with me. So.
Okay, you got to do some Christopher Lloyd movies. And I've seen all of these: Back to the Future trilogy, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Addams Family, and
I really don't consider Christopher Lloyd and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
But he's the bad guy. Come on.
Because he's so not Christopher Lloyd.
I don't care. He did good.
Fine, I'm going to go with Piranha 2. Here we go.
Is that a snort? Nice.
You've never seen Piranha 2, apparently.
I have. That's why I'm laughing.
Christian Slater movies.
Gleaming the Cube, Heathers, and Pump Up the Volume.
I've only seen
Interview with a Vampire.
I've only seen Broken Arrow. That's it. That's the only one that comes to mind.
Hard Rain? You haven't seen Hard Rain? Alone in the Dark?
Untamed
Interview with
Heart.
a Vampire?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen Pump Up the Volume?
No.
Oh my god. That movie wanted me to hack a fucking pirate radio station and just be an asshole for 90 minutes.
I forgot about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That was his first movie, for real? Damn.
Cuffs? Who?
Christopher Lloyd, his first movie, according to IMDb, is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Really?
That's what it says.
What, he started acting at 37?
Yes.
Also, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is after Taxi? Cuffs is another. I wouldn't.
Not one I would recommend, but yeah,
No,
another one.
It's one Garrick should watch.
Yeah.
What is it?
Cuffs
with a K.
Kuffs. It's it's the fucking weirdest premise of a movie that I could think of. Like, you know how there's cops, right? Well, in San Francisco, there's not cops. For-profit policing, I guess is what it is.
So it's like RoboCop, but lighter. Speaking of, you've got to recommend RoboCop.
Yeah. I mean, I would kind of be more directed at like Michiganders. He's from Montana, so you recommend something like Moose.
I mean, I would recommend Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Yeah.
But that's an acquired taste. Speaking of Christopher Lloyd movies.
Black Magic, go fuck yourself. He says Red Dawn, the new one. But no, Red Dawn for sure. The original. But
got to recommend the Rocky movies at least through 4.
And the Rambo movies.
That's too many. That's too many. Like, here's your list. You should be busy for the next 400 weekends.
Pretty much.
All right, let's do the big action stars. One movie from Stallone.
Death Race 2000.
I was going to say Demolition Man.
I would have gone with Demolition Man too.
I would go with Demolition Man. I was being snarky. Although I would recommend Death Race 2000 at some point. Get to Death Race 2000.
I'm going Locked Up. Yeah, like if you're a big '80s action fan, then I'll go with the Expendables. But
okay, so do you go with Demolition Man or Last Action Hero? Oh no, that's
I can separate the two. He's only in a frickin' poster. I think I can get away with that not being a Sylvester Stallone movie.
No, he had a small speaking part, didn't he?
No, he was just a poster.
Oh, okay then.
He was Terminator. Just in the video store. It's just a poster.
Who was the superhero or comic book hero that Stallone played?
Judge Dredd?
Judge Dredd, thank you.
You gotta watch it because he also he just did Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
And, he's in the new Suicide Squad.
Oh no.
Well, he's the shark in the Suicide Squad. I don't think I could recommend Last Action Hero to a new movie watcher. Because they're a new movie watcher. It's the same reason I wouldn't recommend Cabin in the Woods. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
I'm going to recommend Chinatown.
For Jack Nicholson? Because
yeah.
That's definitely not Arnold Schwarzenegger nor Sylvester Stallone.
No. I put in Big Trouble in Little China for him.
Who?
For Matt. Okay, so
No,
what are some
like,
other ones?
That was
were
a
you
no.
not? Would you? I say Big Trouble in Little China. Were you not here for even me saying that's probably not a good one to suggest to him?
Okay.
I mean, it's the best movie ever made, but it's not for a list of people who don't have a background understanding of what would make it fantastic. And Matt doesn't have that background.
Yeah. If you're a Sylvester Stallone fan, then the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie you should suggest is Junior.
Kindergarten Cop.
Or if you're a Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, you could suggest Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
So here's the problem with Schwarzenegger. I can probably limit Stallone to one movie, but Arnie has too many movies to limit it to just one.
Oh, yeah, Terminator, Predator,
Commando.
Commando's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
End of Days.
Man.
I think End of Days is a horribly underrated movie. It is a fantastic movie. It's just not his normal action stuff.
Oh yeah, he's seriously depressed in that movie.
Running Man.
Yeah. As
Twins.
far as Stephen King movie as well. Yeah, but Raw Deal is another good one.
Twins was really good.
True Lies.
Yeah. And for as much fun as mocking Kindergarten Cop's a good movie.
Conan.
That's got to be there. Conan, Red Sonja.
Conan the Destroyer.
Fucking Conan the Barbarian.
Conan
Oh,
the
gotta
Barbarian,
throw in-
Conan the Destroyer, and Conan Red Sonja. Well, I guess it's just Red Sonja.
Yeah. He's not even Conan. He's just muscly dude with a sword.
Now, Mike, The Big Lebowski is a fantastic movie. It just falls short in comparison to Big Trouble in Little China.
Let's say Tremors.
Gotta watch Tremors. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2 at least.
True. Okay, Red Dawn. What year was it? Because I don't want to put the new one.
84 or 85? Maybe 86?
What are we talking?
Red Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Forgot what we had.
Oh shit. Red Dawn would be 80. It's gotta be 84.
84.
It is?
Okay.
Yeah,
84.
I figure.
All right. So what's some other ones I need to throw on here for him? I'm actually typing it out.
Tremors.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 2. Alien and Aliens.
Okay, and I'll show you what I got. Oh, Alien and Aliens. Let me throw that in there. Aliens. I did Predator, Terminator, Commando.
If you're doing Terminator, you gotta do Terminator 2.
Here's what I got so far.
All right, that's really grainy and hard to read.
Okay, well, let me just take a picture of it then and I'll send it in the text.
Okay. Margie, you're not as old as I am. I can almost guarantee that.
No, I think she was older than you.
I don't think so. Always. Oh, if you're going to do Chinatown, also do The Two Jakes, which is the sequel to Chinatown, which I think is actually better.
I have not seen it. I guess I'll have to pull that one up.
Red done. Alien, Aliens.
I like the Racer for an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but yeah. No.
Gotta throw in True Grit for a good Western movie.
Make sure it's the
310 to
original.
Yuma.
Yeah.
And any of the spaghetti westerns. The Fistful trilogy.
What was the last one that Kevin Costner did? Was it Home Range or Homework? No, Free Range, something like that.
That's a type of chicken. Oh, she beat you by nearly a decade.
Oh, Army of Darkness. Good call.
Oh, yeah.
Although,
Yeah.
to preface that, it's better to watch The Evil Dead 2 than Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I would go with well, really, 2, since
All
it
right,
recaps
so you've got
1.
me. You got me by 5 years, Margie.
Oh, The Highwayman. Or The Highwayman. That was a good one you did. What is the one I was thinking of? Open Range. That's what it was.
I mean, you're probably going to have to make a spreadsheet and break these out into
Categories.
like
Spaghetti westerns, but also The Quick and the Dead got a lot of recommendations, but I don't think you should watch it because it's shit.
Yeah. But wait, what was the one y'all I just said? Oh, Army of Darkness.
Under spaghetti westerns, Cowboys versus Aliens, but I think this was mostly suggested sarcastically. Did you see the Bruce Campbell's April Fool's joke?
no.
Oh, he had a page 27 from Doctor Strange into the multiverse, and halfway down it's got like 3 lines highlighted where Doctor Strange portals in to a rundown cabin, and a disheveled man appears with a
Chainsaw for an arm.
hand, yeah, and he's just titled "Disheveled Man," and he says, "I'm looking for it's a grimoire or something like that," and Disheveled Man responds, "Is it evil?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's evil." He goes, "Does it have a face on it?" He goes, "What?"
Wait. What was Clint Eastwood's best spaghetti western? Go.
Spaghetti. I mean, I would. It's Unforgiven, but it's not a spaghetti.
Oh, God.
A few more
Yeah.
dollars? You prefer that one? The first one I think was better.
Fistful.
Yeah, Fistful of Dollars.
I think I've only seen the first one and a few more dollars.
You never seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? Oh, I'm gonna have to fix you up.
I want to watch them all in order.
Gran Torino. I was running through Facebook and there was something about Gran Torino, so I stopped and I went back, and it's got this Asian girl and Scott Eastwood pretending to be a wigger, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I realized it was Gran Torino, and Clint Eastwood's mocking his boy for being all colored, whatever.
I don't know. I think for a few dollars more is actually probably better than A Fistful of Dollars.
You think so? That's what my brother's saying too.
Probably a little bit better. Yeah. I mean,
I'm
The second one's better
team.
than the first one.
I'm team. Good, Bad, the Ugly is the worst.
yes, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It's a good movie, but it's not the best of those 3. I think
Yeah.
for a few dollars more is probably the best of those movies.
What was the series of Man with No Name?
That's the Dollars trilogy. That's Fistful
No,
of
but
Dollars.
there's like 3 more movies that aren't tied to the Dollars trilogy that are The Man with No Name.
Yeah, but to be fair, if I was an outlaw in the Old West, I wouldn't give my name out either. That's how they tie things to you. I suck. I think my 2 favorite westerns are probably Maverick and The Quick and the Dead, and neither one of those are particularly good.
Wild Wild West.
That's like number 4 after.
Maverick's good.
I do like. I fucking love Maverick. I like James Gardner.
Yeah.
Uh, what the hell was that one? It was it was supposed to be a western, but it had like modern music in it, and it was just over the top actiony.
Oh, was that the chick western?
No, it wasn't a chick western, but are you talking bounty hunters or bounty girls or?
I don't even remember the name of it. But it was like. I don't
Like
remember.
Trish.
It was
Trish Stratus?
Sharon Stone, wasn't it? It was Sharon Stone and a bunch of other rando hot chicks that did a western.
Well, Sharon Stone's in Quick and the Dead.
It wasn't The Quick and the Dead. There was one that was like instead of like all it was. I don't know. It's just a normal western, but instead of all the gunfighters being dudes, it was all women. I can't remember what the name of that was.
Oh, we got to do the Dirty Harry series too. Got to throw that in there.
Yeah, before you throw the Dirty Harry ones in there, I would throw in the Bronson movies.
Yeah, not to be confused with
Death Wish.
Yeah. I forgot she was in Sphere.
Not a great movie.
I liked it.
I like the book. The movie wasn't that good.
Oh, she had a cameo in Last Action Hero, walking out of the police station in her basic instinct outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot she was in Action Jackson, which I would recommend greatly to anybody who would listen to me. Because who doesn't want to see Craig T. Nelson as a karate guy? I don't think it was Sharon Stone. I think it was somebody else.
Yeah. Was it Bad Girl? No, it wasn't Bad Girls. Maybe it was Bad Girls. Yeah, it was Bad Girls. That's the one I'm thinking of. Not a good movie, but... No, this one is Madeline Stowe, Mary Stuart Maggerson, Andy McDowell. Yeah, so Steven's right. Of course Steven's right about movies.
Okay, what are they in chronological order? Let's see.
Which ones?
Dirty Harry.
Oh, again, I would not recommend the Dirty Harry movies.
I'm still going to throw him on there. He doesn't have to watch them.
The only one
Dirty
that
Harry,
the only one I would
Enforcer.
recommend is Deadpool.
The Deadpool.
The Deadpool, yeah, the Dirty Harry movie, The Deadpool.
Got to be specific now.
Yeah, because now Deadpool's a thing. Uh-oh, we lost Jay.
Oh, no. Let's see, there's the Enforcer, Sudden Impact, the Deadpool, and there was a fifth one. What was the last one?
I thought the Deadpool was the last one.
Well, there's supposed to be 5 of them, right?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I thought the Deadpool was the last one.
Maybe so. I don't know for sure there was 5 of them. There might only be 4. Magnum Force. That's what I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got booted.
Yeah, I saw that. Did they, Speaking of Clint Eastwood movies, is it Clint Eastwood? I think it is Clint Eastwood. Firefox?
Yeah, terrible movie.
Did we ever figure out it was Bad Girls or no?
Yeah, we figured it out. It was Bad Girls. Because Steven's always right.
Oh, should we put in Showgirls?
No.
No, God, no. I mean, Steven would suggest it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it for reasons, but it's not a good movie.
did you watch Saved by the Bell as a child?
Yeah. If you didn't, skip it. If you did, know that it's bad, but you'll enjoy it. I mean, at that point, do you put in like barbed wire? No, you don't.
Bound. It's 50 Shades of Grey, but with Charisma Carpenter.
Gene Hackman ain't dead, huh?
I don't think
It's
so.
been a while
No.
since he.
No, he's just
It's
an
been a while
asshole.
since. No, I was gonna say. It's been a while since he's done a movie. I was getting worried.
Yeah, because he's a fucking
Oh.
asshole.
Well, that and he's
We
old.
gotta,
Well, no, he's still an asshole of an actor.
We got
Even Robin Williams had issues with him, and Robin Williams is like the worst person to work with on the planet.
Wait, what?
There is nothing worse than an ad-libber on a film set.
And one that's coked up is even worse.
But he's actually good at it too. Is the real problem.
Yeah, but all right. So, in filming, there's you and I talking. Like part of my body might be in the shot, part of my body might not be in the shot, and it has to go to me. We have to figure out what the hell you used as your line that is going to be picked up by the editing department, and then I have to respond to that out of the fucking blue because you went off script, you dick.
I'm still putting Birdcage. We got to have a comedy in there.
It's
Oh,
a
God.
good
If
one.
you want a comedy, you need stuff like Ghostbusters, Stripes.
But they're not. Well, yeah.
Meatballs.
Stripes is fun, but
No.
Meatballs is awesome. I don't care what anybody says.
No. You know, it's his wardrobe. Like, he showed up the day filming started and wore his own clothes the entire movie.
Caddyshack, Airplane.
oh, got to put an Airplane.
Naked Gun 1 and 3. Gene Hackman is also in Quick and the Dead. Did I mention Quick and the Dead?
Yeah. I'm not putting that on there because it's It's a very
Well, go fuck
movie.
yourself.
It's very cheesy, dude. I'm sorry.
Uh,
It's such a tropey movie.
Okay, so speaking of westerns, do you include Young Guns?
Oh yeah, let me throw that in there.
oh, fucking, that's an ensemble cast, man. That's probably one of the better ensemble casts of the 80s.
Well, we need another John Wayne movie because I only have 310 to Yuma. I mean, True Grit.
I was gonna say you should have True Good.
Well,
Actually,
I
that's
would
one of his
if you're
better
going to
ones.
do that many John Wayne movies, I would recommend one that isn't a western.
Brannigan.
Cleopatra.
Yeah.
What was somebody did? What was somebody did with Cleopatra?
Uh,
Where he was Genghis Khan, and it had like the entire set was cursed.
Oh, I got to do The Longest Day.
Yeah, Unforgiven as Gene Hackman. Huge crush on Gina Gershon. Only familiar with one of the two actresses. Need some quick research. Oh yes. Tombstone is on the list. Steven, there's a second Bound by the Asylum, and it's Charisma Carpenter finding out she likes BDSM. You're welcome.
good lord, he did a ton of movies.
John Wayne. Yeah, that
Yeah.
dude put out about 3 to 4 movies a year. Nowadays, you're lucky if an actor puts out one.
And no, God, I wish that was the case. I can't stop seeing Samara Weaving in every goddamn thing. You know what? He did a lot of movies, but he also did a lot of broads. His
Yeah.
his estate is still tied up in court battles to this day, and he died at like 79 or 74.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of land up in the Springerville area here that's still contested.
We can do the Green Berets. That was a pretty good one.
Born to Ride. It's starring Uncle Jesse as a motorcycle delinquent.
Which Uncle Jesse?
There is only one. Oh,
No,
okay.
there's two. There's
There's
two
two.
for sure.
It's John Stamos.
Okay, that's not Uncle
As-
Jesse.
Give or take. Not none of those old boys from Hazard, but he's a motorcycle delinquent who is brought in to change up the U.S. military from cavalry to motorcycle. And it is a surprisingly good movie. But then I ruined that with Cool as Ice, starring...
Vanilla Ice.
I like that movie.
I can never remember his first name, but I know his last name's Van Winkle.
Henry? Hank? Something... Vincenzo? Something stupid. Was it Cool as Ice?
Yes, that was the Vanilla Ice movie. Unless you want to count the second Ninja Turtle movie, which is also...
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
God, he's credited as Vanilla Ice. He's not even credited with his name.
Kristen Minter. Oh, God. Robert Matthew Van Winkle.
Yeah, Robert Van Winkle.
Born on a Halloween. 1966 in South Dallas. Man, all those rappers that came out and... Dude, his name is prominent too. It says, starring in his first motion picture, Vanilla Ice. Apparently, he was Vanilla Ice in That's My Boy. The Adam Sandler, Andy Samberg film.
He was also in
Was
The Ridiculous Six, apparently.
Was Mark Twain in The Ridiculous Six? Was a music store employee in the 2002 The New Guy. Apparently, Adam Sandler likes him, so he's in Adam Sandler stuff.
I cannot begin to tell you, if you don't remember, just how big Ice Ice Baby was as a hit.
I still remember, like if I couldn't pick "Happy Birthday" as the song to sing without fail to save your life, it would probably be. Like, can I do "Happy Birthday"? Can I sing the alphabet song? Vanilla Ice, I love you. Stop that train. Play that funky music.
Why, boy?
Play that funky
Look.
music till you die.
Look who got
Oh, till you die.
Apparently, he was
Hey.
on the X Factor UK from 2009 to 2016. He was in Out of the Shadows.
Well, Black Magic, just watch The Ridiculous Six, and you'll see it.
Oh, I got to throw in Hateful Eight. I'm glad you said something.
God no,
Why not?
because it's fucking atrocious.
It's Kurt Russell. Come on now.
Okay. If my name's on this, could you take it off? Because you're ruining a perfectly good script, a list.
I was about to say, what kind of script are we making, bud?
I'm trying to find out where Vanilla Ice was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Out of the Shadow.
It was just a song that they did at the end.
You know, Margie's out of a friend of mine who was telling me to watch Aquaman, so I'm going to have to come around to it now.
Was it the Go Ninja song? Megan Fox is both cute and unlikable.
In which movie?
Yes.
Exactly. She's got toe thumbs, dude, and that made me stop thinking she was even attractive.
Yep, Ice Ice Baby. What the hell? Hey guys.
Mm-hmm.
You want to guess who has writing credits on Ice Ice Baby?
Vanilla Ice?
Also, yes.
Suge
Who's
Knight?
the other?
David Bowie.
Well, because they had to from the lawsuit because it was too much like Under Pressure.
Freddie Mercury?
Yeah. Under Pressure was David Bowie and Freddie Mercury, and it was a huge lawsuit where Vanilla Ice is actually on tape as saying,
I
"No,
remember that
it's
where you
different. It's different. It's different."
It's dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then mine is dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. So that is a retroactive writing credit for David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
Okay, so that explains why Earthquake and Chocolate Johnson are on there as well. All right, so David Bowie, Earthquake, John Deacon, Mario Chocolate Johnson, Brian May, and Freddie Mercury. Under Pressure, Roger Taylor and Vanilla Ice.
Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby. Okay. Whew. That was a surprising revelation for a minute there.
So we have to add 48 Hours to the list.
I would do Beverly Cop before I would do 48 Hours.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Well, I would suggest 48 Hours for the culture shock alone. There is hard R N-words dropped in that movie about every 90 seconds.
By the white guys.
Including Nick Nolte himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. Probably one to throw in Trading Places.
My brother
Should
didn't realize.
Should I put in Twins?
No.
No. My brother didn't realize that there's a cameo from a couple of people from Trading Places in Coming to America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you didn't recognize the bums in Coming to America? Or
Yeah, it was Don Amici and whatever that other guy's name is.
exactly. It's Don Amici and that other fella.
The Statler and Waldorf, basically.
Yeah.
All right, you want to get some Mel Brooks movies in there?
If we're going for culture shock.
Yeah, well, you have to do Blazing Saddles. You have to do History of the World Part 1.
See, if you don't do Star Wars, there's no point in doing Spaceballs.
Oh, Spaceballs? Yeah.
If you don't do Robin Hood, there's no point in doing Robin Hood Men in Tights. I wouldn't necessarily
Young
producers.
Frankenstein is an option.
Is Spaceballs one word or two?
One.
Looker.
One? Okay.
Looker. My brother goes, I don't get it. It's like Looker is glue in German.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. I think my favorite is History of the World Part 1 is damn, what's his name?
Gregory Hines.
No. Yeah, no.
Don.
Yeah, I can fucking
From Cannonball Run. Oh, speaking of which, Cannonball Run. For God's sakes, put that on the list.
Cannonball Runs, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name, and I just keep referencing like other Mel Brooks movies that he was in.
Right. It's Don. It's Don, and his son was on 21 Jump Street. What the fuck? Ah.
Peter DeLuise.
DeLuise. There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Dom
I could not
DeLuise.
for the life of me reach
Dom.
DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise. You're saying Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise.
Sitting on like he sat on like his scepter or something. He's like, "Watch this." like I don't know why that tickled me.
Well,
so
for
much.
nothing else, you get the okay, faggot. What's next?
Yeah. Oh man.
Wait,
But
what's
it was
the
like-
Dom DeLuise movie?
History of the World Part 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Real World War. Yeah, but it was like, he played the Don and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's Robin Hood Men in Tights. That's also a Mel Brooks film. He was Pizza the Hut, and no, that's also a Mel Brooks film.
Yeah, the only non-Mel Brooks films he was in were the Cannonball Run series, I believe.
No, he's got that other movie.
Oh, I guess I got to put my guilty pleasure movie in there too.
What's your guilty pleasure movie?
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I got a fuck ton of guilty pleasure movies. Like, yeah, actually, they're all comic book movies too. Like, or video game movies. Like, I love Mortal Kombat, which was a decent movie. I'll fight anybody on that.
The second one, though. Oof.
Oh God, yeah. But same with I like Street Fighter. I liked Street Fighter. Second one, garbage. All right. Best Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder movie.
Oh.
To me, See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Probably. But that's
Just
a
for-
tough call.
You mean I'm not white?
Well, yeah, there's that one. How many did they do? 3 or 4? Because Stir Crazy's up there, man.
Stir Crazy is up there. There's
Silver Streak.
So yeah, that was. I just named 3.
Another You.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
God, that's a tough call. I'd probably lean into Stir Crazy a little bit more than I would See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Well, Silver Streak was first.
Yeah.
Then Stir Crazy.
Then See No Evil, Hear No Evil. And then Another You.
Mm-hmm. Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights needs to be on the list.
Yeah, Harlem Nights needs to be on the list.
Right next to...
Is this
Coming to
Brianna?
America. Who was in Brewster's Millions with Pryor? That wasn't Gene Wilder, was it?
No, it was John Candy. For some reason, Jackie Gleason keeps coming. Was Jackie Gleason in Brewster's Millions?
I think he was. B-R-E-W, Brewster's Millions.
John Candy, Stephen Collins, Jerry Orbach, Pat Hingle, Hume something other. What the fuck am I thinking of with Jackie Gleason, apparently? The Toy?
Was that Jackie Gleason? Maybe that's the one.
I think Jackie Gleason might have been, yeah.
Was that? Yeah, that was 82. Yes, that's the Richard Pryor Jackie Gleason one.
Wasn't
And
that
Ned
a Richard
Beatty was
Donner
in that
film
too.
with Ned Beatty?
Yeah, Ned Beatty's in that one. Yeah, Richard Donner,
Yeah, Jackie Gleason. Yeah.
Ned Beatty, Scott Schwartz.
Scott Schwartz was a kid, right?
Yes.
Because he's the only black and white, not in black and white. Ned Beatty.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Could you imagine that movie being made today?
Yeah, Black Magic and Margie. I watched Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail, and I don't know. British humor just falls flat on me.
Life of Brian, I think, is actually funnier for a Monty Python movie.
Yeah. And Monty Python's Circus is freaking. Yes, I've come here to argue.
The argument sketch is brilliant.
No, it isn't.
Brilliant. Yes, it is.
This isn't arguing. Yes, it is.
Can
No,
be. Well, it can't. Yes, it can. That's almost as good as Who's on First.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, that's a good one.
Man, like Brewster's Millions could be so easy today. Like I wouldn't even have to leave my house to spend $30 million.
Nope. Amazon. We're done.
Couldn't buy anything like that. You couldn't have anything at the end of the 30 days.
Yeah, you can drop ship from Amazon, dude. And it would barely get you a seat at the DNC donor table.
But I would invest everything in GameStop stock.
Stonks. Speaking of stonks, what are we at here today? Ethereum has gone on a tear over the last 2 weeks.
I'd like to have an argument, please.
Certainly. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
I see. Do you want to have the full argument, or were you thinking of taking the course?
Well, what would be the cost?
Well, yes, it's £1 for a 5-minute argument, but only £8 for a course of 10.
Yeah, we can't afford to keep playing that, but it it is so good.
It is so good.
In fact, when you guys are done here, YouTube search the argument sketch, Monty Python.
Yep. We don't recommend doing it now because we need our
Three of
counts. Yeah, we need our counts. 6, actually.
Whatever.
7. Woo! We hit 7.
That's me. I'm on my phone. I was going to send the sketch. No, I didn't. Favorite John Candy movie?
Ooh. Great Outdoors, probably. Although that's
I found it. He was really annoying, and my favorite Dan Aykroyd movie. I'm gonna go with.
If your favorite Dan Aykroyd movie isn't Dr. Detroit, you're just wrong.
Yeah, so that is why my favorite John Candy movie is Nothing But Trouble.
Okay.
And also my least favorite Chevy Chase movie is Nothing But Trouble.
My favorite Chevy Chase movie is Spies Like Us.
Nah, Fletch.
Ooh. No, I'm still going to go with Spies Like Us. The problem is,
but also
that Chevy
Jagged.
Chase is just insanely unlikable.
He really should. John Candy for Splash or Chevy Chase? Because I don't think Chevy Chase is in Splash, and John Candy is a minimal.
Yeah,
that's
John
a Tom
Candy's,
Hanks movie.
Yeah, John Candy is barely in Splash.
Like there's the scene with him fishing in an aquarium, like a dick. Yeah, like I don't like him in John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Like what kind of an asshole leaves his underwear in the sink? But
no, I'd have to say it's The Great Outdoors.
I really like the premise of Delirious. Like that could have been a really, really fun movie.
Oh goddamn, that's some funny shit.
I told you, man. It's hilarious. Christmas Vacation.
Nothing tops Harvey Korman and shit. What's the other guy's name?
Tim
Conway. Thank you.
In
those guys are fucking spectacular.
Just in general.
In general.
Anything on the Carol Burnett show
fantastic.
where Harvey Korman cannot keep a straight face.
Oh yeah, like Tim Conway telling the
dentist
the
jokes.
circus.
That one, the circus one.
The circus story.
Yeah.
Speaking of epic ad-libbers like Robin Williams, Tim Conway is probably better than Robin Williams.
Well,
quite possibly.
they act like Chevy Chase is great as an ad-libber. He's not. The end rant in absolute shit. When he's making fun of his boss who gets him the cheese of the week or whatever.
Right, the jam of the week.
Star of the week, star of the month, whatever it was. He's like, cock sucking, head aching bastard, bitch, fuck. I'm like, no, just whatever you're doing, stop it.
No, the funniest bit of that is D'Angelo putting her hands on his balls twice.
Yeah. Tim Conway is so gifted, he's hard to work with.
Yes.
In like the best way possible. Like he was so friendly and so nice and everything. It was almost like, oh, this dickhead's gonna make me laugh and break my line no matter what. Like I know what's gonna happen. So then you get like the tiniest little like laughs and stuff, but the set for the Carol Burnett show was also amazing. Like could you imagine the Laugh-In having the ability to set up a laundry service with rotating racks inside it? Like they were just great. What about Candy in the Twilight Zone the movie? John Candy in Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Although Twilight Zone the movie was more of a vignette showpiece, wasn't it? So he's not in the entire thing.
I don't remember his scene at all. Well, the only thing I remember from Twilight the movie is the airplane. You know, the gremlin on the airplane. Don Rickles is hilarious in small doses.
The only thing I've seen Don Rickles in, and it wasn't even a funny movie, was Casino.
Oh no! Don Rickles did TV shows, but he's most famous for his
insult humor, his roasts.
Yeah, his roasts. He's like a talented Jeff Ross, if you will.
Yes.
I wish Jeff Ross.
Speaking of ad-libbers, we're leaving out Jonathan Winters.
Oh my god, could you imagine working on Mork and Mindy
God, no.
with those two?
You literally turn the camera on and walk away.
Like,
and just let them go. Just
like
whatever happens.
I got 20 on Robin's thing and longer. John's getting old. Those knees aren't what they used to be. Yeah, Rickles was great on Carson. Yeah, Conway, something really scary. Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember Johnny Candy from.
Independence Day would be a terrible movie without Randy Quaid. We'd have to watch. It would all be all about Jeff Goldblum and doing scenery.
I'm going to upload a virus using Mac
to a completely alien technology.
I'm going to believe it. I'm going to use the Trojan horse virus. Thank you, Maynard, for reminding me. Oh, if I was gonna The Mummy, I like that movie.
The Brandon Fraser movie.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Be clear. I'm not talking.
Gotta clarify that one.
There's no. All right. Tom Cruise movie.
The best Tom Cruise movie, Tropic Thunder.
That's a bit part, but all right.
It's the best Tom Cruise movie.
Top Gun. It gets me the best of both worlds. I get my Tom Cruise and my
gay. Yes, you get your gay.
Don't be mean to Goose.
He was married to Meg Ryan before Meg Ryan was a thing.
He's married to Meg Ryan before Harry met Sally.
Before Joe versus the Volcano. Which I believe is the first Tom Hanks, Megan Ryan movie.
Ooh, hiccups and burps. I like Mom and Dad Save the World, but I hate the cast. Jeffrey Jones is a pedophile.
He's only good in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
He wasn't bad in Howard the Duck. I mean, he was bad. But
he played the bad guy.
There's varying degrees of awful.
Well, pederasty is pretty awful.
I think the only redhead I like less than Jeffrey Jones is that fucker from Everything Else in the 80s. Oh, God, I can't think of his name. He was the reporter that got punched in Die Hard. He was dickless in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's not a redhead. He's just a dick. He plays a dick in everything he's in.
Pretty sure he's a redhead.
William Atherton.
Or do I not like him so much that it made him a redhead?
Yeah, it's
looking pretty red to me.
Yeah, you're right. He is a redhead. They just must have dyed his hair. But yeah, he's a dick in everything. He's a dick in Ghostbusters.
Dyed his hair in what?
Everything else. He's always got dark hair. He's got dark hair in Ghostbusters. He's got dark hair in Die Hard.
He's a fucking redhead in both of those.
Is he?
Hold on, I gotta go to IMDb and look him up by movie.
Walter Peck pretty sure he's in Ghostbusters.
All right, so I'll look up Die Hard.
Where's Where's Die Hard?
Which, by the way, is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard
I don't
is
care
a
what anybody
Christmas
says.
movie. So is Gremlins.
So is Miracle on 34th Street.
Well, yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
He was in Real Genius.
Yeah, he was the guy trying to shut down Bob Cromer.
Yep.
I need pictures. Oh, Jesus Christ! The first picture is the glass in the foot. Hey, Barry Manilow's in the fuck's his name? Paul Gleason. That's who I was trying to think of. From Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Played the
Barry Manilow,
Richard
know you
Vernon
stole his wardrobe.
yeah. Stole Barry Manilow's wardrobe. You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Should I put in my Minority Report or no?
Which one? Just
with,
like in mock
Tom
you.
Cruise. Yeah.
No. Yeah, politically, yeah. I mean, I would add it. Because he's a fucking redhead. His hair's not even dark. It's just really shittily lit. I'll find a better picture.
Okay.
Is it one of Holly punching him in the face?
Tom Cruise movies? You got to go with Top Gun. It's probably his most famous one. But do you include? Do you include Legend or Risky Business?
Oh,
Yeah, I did include Risky Business. I got Days of Thunder, Edge of Tomorrow, Valkyrie, Minority Report, and Top Gun, and Tropic Thunder.
Rain Man, Color of Money, A Few Good Men.
Ooh, add Color of Night in there. That's a Bruce Willis movie that is super weird.
I forgot about A Few Good Men. Good call there, Sean.
Should call him Sean?
Sean.
Macron?
Sean.
John. Sean. Chung.
Yeah, there's only one picture of him. He's got his hair lit. But, yeah, he's a fucking redhead. And he's got a red beard in Ghostbusters.
I guess.
Speaking of redheads, Long Kiss Goodnight. The Long Kiss Goodnight is why I tell people where I carry my guns. My friends, anyway. In case I get murdered by Discount Grant. Damn it, who was it? Something more, I know.
Did you include Jerry Maguire?
No, I didn't think it was that good a movie.
Yeah, you can probably leave that one off the list. Although it is a cultural touchstone with the "Show Me the Money" bit.
David Morse. That's what I was thinking of. If I was alone in this, my recommendations would be so much shittier.
I do have a question that's meme related. What's the movie where the guy puts on the glasses and it shows like the propaganda behind whatever he's looking at? They live.
Yeah, and that's the oldest movie I'm recommending.
Yeah, that guy is Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yeah, you watch your shit. And that other guy is either David Keith or Keith David, and you remember that fucking name. God, I can never get this shit. I fucking hate that I can never remember which one's. I think he's David Keith. And I hope so, because the only other thing I got is Keith's kind of a white name, so the other guy is Keith David.
Oh, what about Escape from New York?
No.
Yeah, I would. But if we're gonna do that, I just at this point we're down to watch every movie made by Kurt Russell, watch every movie made by Arnold Schwarzenegger, watch every movie made by Tom Cruise.
No. Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, yes. Watch every movie made by Val Kilmer.
Wait, what was the good heist movie with Al Pacino and Val
Heat.
Kilmer?
Heat.
Heat. Gotta throw that in there.
But you skip that one and you go straight to Dog Day Afternoon, which is literally what the movie is. They're like, I want to make Dog Day Afternoon, but like good. Like, how dare you, sir? Yeah, The Long Kiss Goodnight is Gina Davis with amnesia, and poor Samuel L. Jackson hasn't gotten blowjob since Candy Bars for a nickel. Man, I would have so many more shitty movies like Stone Cold, Charlie Sheen and Above the Law, or Beyond the Law? Beyond the Law? I think Above the Law is...
What was the movie he did with his brother that I can't think of the name of right now?
The Men at Work?
Men at Work. That's an awesome
I like that movie. Yeah. I think they've got some of like the best chemistry ever. Oh, speaking of good chemistry, Stakeout.
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez.
Brandon in the bathroom?
I'm sorry to hear that your 12th birthday was awesome, Stephen. I'm just naming biker movies at this point because I fucking Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth, who I'm not particularly a fan of. Like that's my movie for him, Brian Bosworth, Stone Cold. But it had William Forsythe, Lance Hendrickson as Chains, I think, or that might be. What's the Charlie Sheen movie I'm trying to think of? Because that might be those people instead.
Speaking of bad actors, that ex-sports people that are bad actors, what's your Howie Long movie?
Fuck You and Broken Arrow.
Yeah, but so is that a Howie Long movie? Is that a John Travolta movie? Is that a Christian Slater movie? How do we classify that one?
What's my other choice for Howie Long movies?
Firestorm.
Was Howie Long in
Firestorm?
Was he in Firestorm?
That they tried to make him an action hero on his own in Firestorm.
You know what I'd rather have as an action hero? Terry Bradshaw.
Well, then you just get your 1970s Steelers. There's your action movie. Back when football was actually good.
Is this the right fucking movie? Yeah, Beyond the Law is with... all right, that has Michael Madsen as the bad guy.
Okay, I threw in Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2.
Neither one of us suggested that, and stop. You're not...
You're not helping.
You're not,
okay, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Did you even put Point Break on there? The old one, not the new one.
No.
The Swayze.
Maybe you
Roadhouse.
but the old one.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. Pain don't.
Wait, what year was the old Point Break?
89?
No, 91. 89? 91.
91.
Yes! Yes! And I actually suck at that. Please stop firing your automatic weapons at the nuclear warhead.
Okay, gotta throw
The
in
only problem
Platoon.
with Point Break is it's directed by Catherine Bigelow.
How is that a bad thing?
Because she's ruined other things.
Speaking of, I watched Birds of Prey, and that movie, not the lighting's not bad, but the women are lit very poorly. There's like, and it's a female director, and there's just a grittiness to everything that is.
Oh wow, she directed Strange Days. I had no idea.
I'm not used to saying it. It was shit. Roadhouse, definitely. Hearing all these movies names is making me realize how many hours I've wasted watching movies. Wasted or invested. Also, somebody block Margie. She's hurting my feelings. Roadhouse is over of the best ever.
One of
them. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I still to this day hate that guy when I see him. The actor who got his throat ripped out. I saw him in like Armageddon, in like 2000 whatever. And I'm like, oh, that dick. He's not gonna make it.
Ooh, gotta add in Donnie Brasco. Mentioning Donnie Darko.
I was gonna say that's Donnie Darko, which is actually Donnie Brasco is right up there with like that same Undercover with like Beyond the Law, Stone Cold, Donnie Brasco.
Scarface.
Hitman.
Oh yeah. Scarface, Casino.
Do you put in Scorpio?
I don't know if I ever saw that one. What is that? Is that another?
Is that the right name?
That's the one about the guy who developed fingerprinting for the NYPD.
I've never seen it.
Serpico.
You're talking
Serpico.
Wait, how do you spell that?
Serpico. Donnie. So we're doing Al Pacino now.
Yeah, that's Al Pacino.
Scent of a Woman or
hoo-ah! Yes, Scent of a Woman. You gotta get the most hoo-ahs you can.
Serpico?
Yes.
Serpico?
Wait, say it slower.
Serp.
ICO. Okay.
Thank you, Margie. Scent of a Woman or Devil's Advocate are my two favorite Pacino roles.
I would go Devil's Advocate because of Keanu.
Now, Margie, did you waste that time, or were you just spending time getting immersed in the culture?
Well, she's my age,
53.
so most of this was ill-spent teenage years when there was nothing else to do but go to the movies or the mall. And sometimes both.
Yeah, but like think of the stuff you could have seen at the mall. Like you could have seen Chopping Mall in the mall. Night of the Comets.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
They didn't have a really great theatrical run. Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh, Earth Girls Are Easy. Good one. Speaking of...
I don't know anybody who doesn't like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It's such a good movie. In a ridiculous,
and that douchebag
horrible way.
And that douchebag cop who's like the dean of every movie in the 90s, who cracks down.
Dean Wormer, the guy who played Dean Wormer.
Yeah. Being a puppet. Oh god, that was fucking awful. This list stopped being for Matt about 7 minutes in.
Yeah, this list is too huge for him. He's gonna take one look at it and go, yeah, no, throw it away.
It's like
Well, to be fair, Black Magic, he hasn't seen any of these, so it's probably both.
Animal House, you gotta put Animal House on there.
Speaking of PCU,
great movie. You'd think that one would get more credit these days with it becoming fucking reality, but PCU is good.
Hey,
Desperado.
you ever think what it's like for David Spade in college? Let me show you this movie. Because that is exactly David Spade in college. Oh, that was actually really good. Have either of you seen Tomorrow When the War Began?
No.
Oh, it's this Aussie movie, and like I think it's the kids are graduated and they all went out camping for the night in like the outback or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was Australia, and it wasn't. It might have been New Zealand, probably Australia though. Maynard, dude, I recommended Falling Down so long ago. it's one of the best movies ever for white people sick of this shit. Oh, Paper Moon. But yeah, it's like the Australian version of Red Dawn, only without like the parents having any idea what's going on.
reference. What are you talking about, Mike?
A pre-MTV BHG reference. Maynard said Bloodhound Gang Kiss Me Where It Smells Funny.
Oh.
That's a woman. Oh, Black Magic scene Tomorrow When the War Began. He shouts, I did see that. Have you guys seen Feast? Asking the chat, but I'm also asking you guys. It's a horror movie, but Feast 2 is so fucked up. Just so much more fucked up. And 3 is even more fucked up than 2, but it's not better.
Oh, we got to put in John Wick.
Can't believe he hasn't seen John Wick.
Wait, has he not seen John Wick? I'm just going to throw it in there for good measure.
Yeah. Favorite Chuck Norris movie?
Oh, I don't know any.
Dodgeball.
Boondock Saints. Ooh, forgot about that.
That's a cameo.
You can get it?
No. Yeah.
So the problem with Chuck Norris movies is that that's going to bring you right into Bruce Lee, which you should definitely have cheesy kung fu movies under your belt before you get into Bruce Lee. Because Enter the Dragon is probably the best Chuck Norris movie. Yeah, and Boondock Saints definitely needs to be on the list. But that begs the question, what is the best Willem Dafoe movie?
John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tempting.
see, I can do supporting characters too, you dick.
Look, I can't help it that some of these actors' best performances are them playing oddball supporting characters.
Like my favorite Chuck Norris movie is Sidekicks, where he was an imaginary person.
Oh, God, that reminds me, speaking of stupid sidekicks, you've got to put down Clint Eastwood and Clyde in...
Any Which Way But Loose.
Any Which Way But Loose, yeah.
Yeah.
Right turn, Clyde.
Oh, Platoon's good. Damn, what did I just think of?
I put
that I
in
wanted to add
Platoon.
to it?
Anyway, but loose, you said?
Any
Any
which
which
way,
way.
but loose.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Which way but loose. Duffo. Not Dufo, Duffo. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Actually, I kind of would go with Boondock Saints.
Yeah, it might be. And no, Crank with Jason Statham is not a good Jason Statham movie. The best Jason Statham movie is Snatch.
I'm not sure if you've seen Too Fast, Too Furious, but
Could possibly be The Italian Job.
I liked Mos Def. In the
Italian Job. Best Seth Green.
Oh, I
movie.
don't like dogs. I had a bad experience. What happened? I had a bad experience.
Best Seth Green movie. Go.
Oh. Idle Hands.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I'd probably
I
go
don't
with I would probably go with Goldfinger or Goldmember.
Yeah, I don't particularly care for the Austin Powers, and like my other it's like my stepmom's an alien.
Yeah, again, quality.
Or Idle
Kim
Hands.
Basinger. Good lord.
I would have figured out she was an alien when she started coming on to Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, yeah. Exactly. He's like, that ain't right.
I've been like,
that ain't right at all.
hey, she might be an alien. Not saying extraterrestrial, but she might be marrying you for papers.
9.5 weeks. Got to put that on the list.
God, no. God, no. Don't eat small white mints.
Do you put in 98's Batman?
Yeah, I was going to say, no, 89's Batman. Get it
Yeah,
right.
89's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
98's
Mulholland
Batman was
Drive.
probably terrible. Oof. No, Mulholland Drive's a hard watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to put LA Confidential.
Yeah,
LA
that's what I was thinking of
Confidential.
anyway.
That is a great
That's
movie.
what I meant
Holy
anyway.
Shit. Yeah,
I was thinking of Kim Basinger movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that
Fucking
guy.
good one.
That's probably the best Guy Pearce movie.
Mulholland Drive is a little hard. Yeah.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive's hard to watch. I mean, it's fun to watch, but it's hard to watch.
The General's Daughter is a good movie. Hard to watch. Sounds basic, but for completely different reasons. Just name it John Travolta movies now. Face Off, because fuck you if that's not on your list. Should be on everybody's list. You know that was supposed to be Stallone and Schwarzenegger? And that's
And they
just
went with
ridiculous.
Nick Cage and John Travolta?
Yeah. I mean, 2-inch difference in height is better than a 4-inch difference in height.
Con Air.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Who the
partial to
fuck are
this
you-
one. But,
Who the
but
fuck are you referencing for Con Air?
Cage.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick Cage.
Jesus.
Come on, man.
I was like,
Best Nick Cage? Best Nick Cage is Raising Arizona.
yeah, that's also.
John Goodman.
Yeah. He gets his ass kicked.
Should I do Memento?
No. I like shitty movies as much as the next guy, but fuck Memento. No, actually, I do like Memento. But all right.
Wicker Man
what's
is
his
the
name?
worst Nick Cage movie.
Have you seen 8mm?
No, I haven't.
I'd take the bees over 8mm. Or Snake Eyes. The fuck's his name? He played Cypher in Matrix. Joe Pantoliano.
Oh yeah.
Favorite Joe Pantoliano movie.
Matrix.
How
How do you spell his name? What is his name?
Just type in the Matrix and find him.
Steven? Hold on. Oh, I got it. Joe Pantoliano. I got it. That was actually surprising.
Let's see. What else has he been in?
Bad Boys is probably the funniest.
I'm looking. I got him. He's in
That's not
Deadly Impact.
Let's start from the beginning.
Well, the Memento is reminding me of Joe Pantoliano.
I like him in
was
Bad Boys. He's just funny.
He was one of the two brothers with Robert Davi in Goonies.
Is he that old?
Oh, we're gonna put him in the Goonies. Why didn't I think that?
Yeah, he's old. Midnight Run. God, he was so good. I couldn't really stand him. I love U.S. Marshals more than The Fugitive. And to me, those are very different.
The Fugitive
movies.
was Harrison, Richard Harrison.
No, and shut up.
He was in
Harrison
Amazon
Ford.
Women on the
Harrison
Moon.
Ford. Sorry.
Richard.
Wait.
Richard Harrison was Dumbledore.
Yeah.
That was Richard Harris. No.
Harrison Ford was The Fugitive.
Yeah, The Fugitive.
And U.S. Marshals was
Wesley Snipes, Robert Downey Jr. It was it was very different. Like, Fugitive was more suspense, and U.S. Marshals was more action. Joe Pantoliano was also in The First Bound with Tilly and Gershon.
Okay, so ridiculous movies. We got to add Amazon Women on the Moon, the Kentucky Fried Movie, and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Okay. Eddie and the Cruisers. I love that movie. I would recommend that movie, but I love that movie. He was in Lake Placid Legacy. I haven't seen that one. Favorite Wesley Snipes movie?
Blade.
Demolition Man.
Oh, that's true. God damn it.
White Men Can't Jump.
That's my favorite
Woody Harrelson movie?
Rosie Perez movie.
I'm gonna throw in Congo.
Why?
Joe Pantoliano. Apparently he was in it at some point.
He's in Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2.
Yeah,
he was the captain. Woosa.
Beat you to it. Woosa. Yeah, he's actually genuinely funny there. I can't help but laugh every time he pops up. He's just having a fucking aneurysm.
I think.
Wait up. So we said Kentucky Fried Movie, but then what did y'all say
Congo.
after that? Before Congo. Y'all said something.
Kentucky Fried Movie, Amazon Women on the Moon, and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Okay.
Congo has one of those casts where you don't remember who's in it.
What year was that?
Congo, 95. But it's got like Joe Don Baker, Ernie Hudson, Tim Curry, just Peter Jason. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
Stuart Pankin.
But like you forget, like it's just not a very memorable movie. I just remember fucking white gorillas.
Yeah. This is a huge ass cast. Bruce Campbell is in that movie.
Yeah, yes.
Bubba Hotep.
I love Ozzie Davis.
Ugh. So you can't recommend these movies to Matt because Bruce Campbell is such a refined taste.
Yeah. If Will Ferrell is a refined taste, I don't have that taste bud. I
don't like him except in the one movie where he played a guy who figured out he was a character in a novel and had to go find the author so that he knew what was going on. So like he could hear the exposition of the novel he was in or something like that. I thought that was a really good movie. And it's not a comedy. So he wasn't trying to ham it up or anything. He just did a really good job of acting in that movie.
Jimmy Buffett is the pilot in Congo.
Yeah?
He's the 727 pilot.
Does he have a cheeseburger?
No, but next to him is the transport worker number 1 named Jason Paradise. James.
So he fed him the cheeseburger. Oh my God, I'm going to hell.
There's Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
Maynard is correct. Evil Dead 2 is the best of that trilogy.
Okay, I'm putting in Anaconda. I almost forgot about that movie.
Lake Placid if you do Anaconda.
Okay. Deal.
That's probably...
Which Lake Placid had Betty White?
First one.
Okay.
Also, Hard Rain had Betty White, which is Christian Slater and Morgan Freeman. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. was great too. It was sad when it was canceled. Yeah.
I agree. Plus, it had Show Nuff, which I just recently learned. I had no idea.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Bruce Campbell was in Sky High, which is also an underrated movie. I mean, it's a kids movie, but it was actually
he was the coach.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's actually a decent. Half the cast of Kids in the Hall where it was in Sky High as well. David Foley, what's his not McDonald. God, Kurt Russell playing half a Superman was great. Kelly Preston playing the other half of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, best John Voight movie.
John Voight?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good one. He's another guy that's in everything.
Midnight Cowboy.
Zoolander?
No.
What's he at?
Yeah. His name is Larry Zoolander in it.
He's the dad? Either Midnight Cowboy or
Deliverance.
Oh, he was in
National
Tropic Thunder.
Treasure.
No, Deliverance.
Wait, what's that about?
I don't recommend
Deliverance?
that movie to anybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you've never seen.
that's
how
my
do you
favorite-
How do you live in the bayou and not know a fucking Deliverance?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
We don't have TVs. What do you want me to tell
Oh
you?
my God. You need to watch Deliverance.
Okay.
Which Escape is Bruce Campbell in? Escape from LA. Never mind.
Yeah, where they actually did up his chin.
Yeah, it's the only movie they add.
They added to his chin. Good Lord.
I actually just referenced Varsity Blues the other day. I was talking to a girl who was she was saying how a friend of hers thinks he looks like Chris Evans, and I'm like, no, he doesn't. He looks like Bob Evans. And she's like, who's that? And I'm like, never mind. You it's not funny if you have to explain it to somebody.
Oh, don't make me cry.
But
That's a good one, though. I like that one.
yeah. So she so I ended up she's talking about like how good looking Chris Evans is. So I said, who wore it better? And I sent her the Chris Evans in the whipped cream bikini and the Ellie Larder in the whipped cream bikini. So I was just referencing Varsity Blue the other day. William Robert. He was the coach. All right, that's why Varsity Blues came up. That took me a minute. John Voight reference.
So I ended up, she's talking about like how good looking Chris Evans is. I said, who wore it better? And I sent.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that was fucking atrocious. I never want to hear me again.
Hey, Sean, since you're running the show, I want to ask you, do you know if there's a reason, or do you know why chat doesn't show up after the fact?
Yeah,
Like
I have
after the
set
show's
to
done?
not.
Oh, okay.
In case someone drops something on there that Susan would take umbrage with.
I didn't think about that, but we probably sound like half retards if we don't read out what we're responding to, which I do personally. But
I try to. I'm not very good at it, but I try. Yeah, you and your brother need to watch Deliverance tonight, Gary.
No promises.
And cuddle up while you do it, just to make sure it's all safe. Yeah, if you haven't watched Deliverance, you won't get the full understanding of
a lot
of Pulp Fiction. What? Was Bruce Campbell in Johnny Mnemonic? I feel like he was.
Oh God, that's a good question. That's a movie I want to own, but it's hard to find.
I'm putting the list so far in the chat.
Great. Have with them. Enjoy. I need a mnemonic on how to spell mnemonic.
It is MNEMONIC.
Yeah, I got there after I put the M in front of the N because I'm an idiot.
Dolph Lundgren was in it.
Yeah, I always forget that, but he was the preacher.
And Henry Rollins.
I do not remember that. I didn't remember Dina Meyer being in it.
Ice-T is in it.
Kudo I forgot about that. So where did we end up with the? Or am I thinking of? I probably am thinking of Escape from LA. Coyote Shivers is in it.
What?
He's from Empire Records. He sang with Renee Zellweger on the roof of Empire Records.
I don't remember that.
Sugar High?
No.
Ice-T as J Bone. No, I'm thinking of yeah, I'm conflating like the surgery scenes in Escape from LA and Jenny Mnemonic.
Okay, that's all of them.
Way to fucking flood the old chat, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
it's a lot.
This would be a good year to watch Johnny Mnemonic because it takes place in this year.
Was that 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
2021.
Or 2021? Yeah, my bad. All right, completely obscure, and I want chat to answer as well. Favorite cameo?
Got it.
Garrick, you thinking about it? You thinking about it, buddy?
Mel Brooks and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's not a cameo.
He puts himself
It's
in
not?
every single one of his movies.
I mean, it's still considered a cameo.
No, all right. So a cameo in. All right, have you seen Robin Hood?
Prince of Thieves?
Yeah, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
The Kevin Costner one?
All right, fine now. All right, fine. Robin Hood Men in Tights. A cameo is John Patrick Stewart
At the end is the king.
as a king. That's a cameo. Like barely any lines, only in it for less than a day. Like
I've
Arnold
got the-
Schwarzenegger in the Rundown. He literally is passing the rock as they enter a nightclub, and he says, "Good luck." That's him passing the torch of action movie stardom because he was the governor of California. Trump in Home Alone 2 is a cameo. It's one line.
Yeah, Stan Lee as anything in any of the Marvel movies.
That's more of an homage, but yeah, that's technically a cameo.
But so is Stanley in Mallrats a cameo, or is that an homage?
Both again. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was technically like it had to be because of how much they were talking about comic books. Like,
Trump and Home Alone. Okay.
like I got a certain point.
No, I got a better one.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Here's mine. Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
No, there was so many cameos in that movie.
Yeah.
Half the cast of X-Men were cameos in that movie.
Okay, then I got a better one. Same movie. Matt Damon.
Alan Tudyk. I beat you.
Okay, Alan Tudyk is a good one too. But
Wait, where was he at in that movie?
who?
Alan Tudyk and Matt Damon.
And Matt Damon. We're doing a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
I always want to call him Tyduk instead of Tudyk.
I
don't know why.
I don't think I've ever heard it pronounced by a professional. Like I've never heard "In a World" starring Alan Tudyk.
That's because Alan Tudyk didn't come about until Don LaFontaine died.
All right, if it was a significantly small role as well. But
Kevin Smith in Die Hard 3.
Oh God. Yeah, Matt Damon in Thor Ragnarok is
Wait, where was he at in Thor?
no. Well, yeah. He was Loki.
In the play, at the beginning of the movie, when Thor gets back to
Oh,
Asgard.
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Son of a bitch.
Actually, Matt Damon has a lot of cute cameos.
He's really
his
kind of
band,
a pro.
yeah, his band was in Eurotrip, and that's probably one of my favorite cameos. Is Matt Damon in Eurotrip? Stanley has a major plot impact in
Well,
what?
he delivers the moral message of the movie.
So does
Silent Bob.
Keanu Ivory Wayne's in I'm gonna get you, sucker. Or no, don't be a menace in South Central, drinking the juice in the hood. Message. Crap! Now I forgot mine. Yeah, like Marlon Brando as Jor-El is too long to be a cameo.
Yeah.
Even though he was basically only the narration and reading off a diaper because he didn't bother to learn his lines. One of my favorites is Channing Tatum in This Is the End.
Okay, here's an obscure one for you, and it's kind of a pun at the same time. Do you remember the movie Juice?
Yeah.
Cameo in Juice.
The way you say it makes me sound like is it O.J. Simpson?
No, it's cameo. As a cameo in Juice, singing "Word Up." Do you remember the song "Word Up"
Yeah.
by Cameo? He has a cameo in the movie Juice, singing "Word Up."
Okay. Mine is of all time is Salt and Pepper in Stay Tuned.
What about Chuck Norris in Dodgeball?
Yeah, that's another really good one. It was referenced earlier.
Okay, my bad.
Rodney Dangerfield in Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Is like right on the borderline of being too much for a cameo, but it was definitely a one-day shoot.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite Harvey Keitel movie?
Harvey Keitel. It would probably be Mr. Wolf, Pulp Fiction. Are you gonna go with Little Nicky?
No, I'm not going with Little Nicky. How do you spell his last name?
Keitel, correctly, but you call him Sir.
Harvey Keitel.
I mean, I just assume Harvey. You just write Harvey.
Like, what's his best movie? That's a tough one.
I liked him in Pulp Fiction more than I liked him in Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Was he in L.A. Confidential? What is the movie I'm thinking of? He was in a movie that was about.
Gotta go home.
It was like a movie about. It was a John Travolta movie. Oh, was it Get Shorty? No, it wasn't Get Shorty. What is?
Oh, you know what? Bad Lieutenant. Oh, Maynard just wrote it. Are you talking about Ben Affleck as Superman?
No. I wish I even knew what year it was. It was either early 2000s or late 90s. It had it starred John Travolta. It must have been Get Shorty.
Oh no. Be Cool.
Be Cool. That's what it was.
Oh. I was like, no. But I confused. I thought Kane Hodder was in Get Shorty. It was James Gandolfini. And I'm like, big fucking guy.
Get Shorty was also a good Harvey Keitel movie.
Yeah. I mean, he was in Rising Sun. He was smooth as shit in what's La Femme Nikita with Bridget Fonda. I can't think of Point of No Return. But he was also one of the two Jakes.
He was the Two Jakes. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
When did that come out?
What? The Two Jakes?
92? 91?
No. What am I thinking of?
90.
90, yeah.
1990. Two Jakes.
Let's see if Steve.
Maybe that's why I thought he was in L.A. Confidential, because sometimes those movies kind of run together with me because they have the same sort of feel to them.
All right. What's your favorite, Steven? This one's for you if you're still here. Your favorite Wallace Shawn movie?
Well, yeah, that one needs to be on the list anyway.
Leaving it off would be inconceivable.
Carlito's Way.
I don't think so.
No?
See, mine would be Deep Space Nine, the entirety of it.
What's he in Deep Space Nine?
Zach.
Oh. Wallace Shawn is don't mess with what's a
Don't mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Was it Sicilian?
Yes.
Yeah, Princess Bride.
Princess Bride needs to be on your list too, by the way, Garrett.
Yeah, Princess Bride.
Yeah, thank you.
I guess I could have gone with Andre the Giant movie. There's just that and Dinner with Andre, also with Wallace Shawn. Steven, quick gang up my list.
Yeah, he was in Clueless, kinda. He was in Vegas Vacation too.
I don't really remember Vegas Vacation.
It's because it's not a good movie.
The only thing I remember about Euro Vacation is Beverly D'Angelo's
Boobs.
boobs.
Yeah.
So good.
So hot.
My favorite Paul Giamatti movie is Shoot It Up.
Yes.
Not Planet of the Apes?
No.
No, God,
Have
no.
you seen Shoot 'Em Up?
Part of it.
Oh my God, it's glorious.
That is the word I'd use. I would also use Gunpowder Revelry.
What about Big Fat Liar?
Big Fat Liar. Big Fat Liar. Jim Carrey?
No, Paul Giamatti.
What am I thinking of? Liar, Liar. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Liar, Liar. I should add that to the list.
No. If you're going to add a Jim Carrey movie, it needs to be Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yeah. I prefer the second one, though.
Do you swim with fish? Do you have a dolphin?
Well, you got to add the first one because the Inkle is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. is one of the meme tropes. Which you kind of need to see. You kind of need to have seen The Crying Game in order to understand that reference, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't recommend The Crying Game.
I don't recommend 9.5 Weeks, and you recommended that. Probably The Truman Show is my favorite Jim Carrey movie.
I haven't seen that in forever. I barely remember what it's about.
It's there's this guy named Truman.
I know.
And there's a show about him.
Yeah.
Underrated movie that I think should be on the list is The Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh, yeah. If you just want to confuse him, add Jacob's Ladder. Because I still don't get that fucking movie. Delightfully transphobic. It's a
Bumblebee.
I'm not getting in her way and shit.
Best Tim Robbins movie?
I am not a big Tim Robbins fan, but Shawshank Redemption.
2 days.
Mystic
The
River?
easy go-to.
He couldn't fuck it up, no matter how hard he tried.
Mystic River? High Fidelity?
Didn't he do a movie with Martin? Not Martin Short. Martin
Yeah, Blue Streak. Or no, wait,
Blue Streak. Wait,
was it Blue Streak?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Blue Streak was when he was pretending to be a cop to get those diamonds out of the building.
Glossia. I'm a federale.
How can you say you're not a Tim Robbins fan when he was in Howard the Duck?
God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Well, he was in Top Gun, and I didn't give a shit about that movie either. Or him in that movie either. Right? He was the radar guy.
Sure. I mean, that's like saying that Christian Slater was in
Nothing to Lose.
the vampire movie, Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Interview with a Vampire. He's literally responsible for the title of the movie. He's the goddamn interviewer.
Martin Lawrence. That's who I was trying to think of.
Right? Nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't care for Tim Robbins.
He was in Bull Durham.
What is the sound of one hand clapping? No, I don't fucking care. I think my favorite Tom Hanks movie is A League of Their Own. It's got just enough Tom Hanks. Now, if he would have jumped into the volcano, I would pick Joe versus the volcano. But
Tom Hanks. Oh man, I really like Green Mile. I'd probably have to go with Road to Perdition though.
Splash.
You've Got Mail, which also has Meg Ryan.
They did like 5 movies. They were like the rom-com couple forever.
I mean, I see that with Meg Ryan, but I don't remember like that. Like, there's a good 10 years between Joe versus the volcano and You've Got Mail.
Yeah, with Sleepless in Seattle in between.
Was that Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
No, not Forrest Gump.
So
Forrest Gump is a really good nostalgia movie for people over the age of 40.
You need to up that quite a bit there, sir.
Requiem for a Dream.
I'm pushing 50 and it's old for me.
Oh, shit.
I was watching a medic do a inventory of his casualty response bag, and he said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. It doesn't last long if you're fat." And I was like, "Oh my god, that was pretty harsh," but I liked it.
Best Tom Hanks movie? Bachelor Party? Or Mazes and Monsters?
No, fuck that. Fuck that propaganda. I'm gonna go with TV show Bosom Buddies.
Fucking A. Name the other guy.
You on the count of 3.
Nope, because I can't remember. Peter Scolari.
Nice try.
Big is quality, Mike. I'm not going to give you that. Big is a contender.
Yeah, it's got although there's a sexy in it.
And by the way, I'm right. The other guy is Peter Scolari.
Yeah.
Who went on to do Newhart, which was a great show.
Well, what's her name? Ended up being Charlie Sheen's mom in 2.5 Men.
You know what we need? A good Martin Sheen movie.
I already covered it.
What was
American
it?
President.
Okay.
What we need is a good Joe Estevez movie.
Werewolf.
We already did that. Young Guns.
No, not Emilio. Joe Estevez. Martin's brother. Who looks exactly like Emilio. He's an older version of Emilio, but his name's Joe Estevez, and he's in a lot.
And some of them have like the best names. Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now.
Oh my God, he does look like Emilio Estevez. That's fucking insane.
Well, Emilio Estevez looks like him. He's technically.
Yeah, he's older.
Okay, yeah, fine, but still. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of, Disney's doing Mighty Ducks.
Are they doing a TV series or is it a show?
Yeah, it's a show.
Or a movie. I mean,
it's a TV show.
They're doing those 10 episode series, they're calling them, and they'll probably only do one of them.
They're like drops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
I mean, they did.
We want to do all of this in a movie, but a movie is too short to do everything we want to do, so we'll release it as a filled up series of like 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a wonderful, nearly 3-hour show, guys, but I got to go to bed.
Yeah, I was going to say, we need to wrap this shit up here pretty quick.
Oh, yeah, we do, because my pee bucket's full since I started working for Amazon. Actually, I was just referencing Juicy Smollett. His sister is also a stupid name that starts with a J, Smollett. Is in Birds of Prey, and she is cute. Super Jewish, but cute.
Journey Smollett.
Is it Journey?
Jurnee.
Yeah, she's just on the right side of trashy for me. I like it.
She's in a project on HBO called Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, they're sticking it to Lovecraft because he's a notorious racist. And I'm like, people weren't racist in the 1910s. Black people weren't around. like, you understand that a character slowly dipping into madness is going to say some stupid shit, okay? like they could be talking about the blacks or maybe saying nice things about the Jews, any sorts of weird things that are not normal for regular people.
Non-Euclidean geometry.
The up is down, down is up, cats and dogs love each other, just all sorts of weird shit. So that's my favorite thing, is that Ahmed Arbery is known as the jogger, like around town. I don't even fucking know. He doesn't watch. He's watched like 5 movies.
Yeah, he's watched Star Wars. We know that.
All of them.
We know, yeah, all of them, and we know that he's watched Brokeback Mountain. Outside of that, he doesn't seem to get many references, so I don't think he's seen much beyond those.
All right, I'm going to go whichever Batman has Heath Ledger as the Joker, and Spider-Man Homecoming with that other fact from Brokeback Mountain. Jake Gyllenhaal. Right? That's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, you know what we didn't add to the list? And Garrick's gone, so hopefully he'll listen to this later. Blade Runner.
I don't even listen to this.
Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How did we miss Blade Runner?
Yeah. Somebody was like, it's a 2000s. you're Googling for the first time. What do you search? And I'm like, Two Girls, One Cup. That would be interesting to to break it down by genres.
Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't like comedies? Really? It's a type of I'm not a Hangover type of comedy.
I'm not.
And,
I don't like embarrassment humor. Like that's not
anything with Will Ferrell. No.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a huge difference between 80s comedies and 90s comedies and millennial comedies.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a fan of American Pie, like any of them, with the exception that it has Shannon Elizabeth in it in her underwear, which I appreciate.
It has Shannon Elizabeth in it outside of her underwear as well.
Yes. So I appreciate that. That's what I appreciate about you, Katie.
Anything where Will Ferrell is playing anything like Will Ferrell. I do not appreciate the humor of Zach Galifianakis.
I'm very hit or miss with him. And I will say, it annoys me to some point, but Elf with...
I like it.
Yeah, Elf's a good movie, because it's got heart.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not Will Ferrell.
Right.
It's Will Ferrell playing
is.
a character.
It's kind of Will Ferrell. There's a lot of
It's
embarrassment.
got some Saturday Night Live Will Ferrell in there, but it's not mean-spirited laughing at him. It's an attempt to laugh with him because there's heart in this freaking movie.
Right.
But there's nothing funny about pouring maple syrup on your Frosted Flakes.
Right. Well, it's like Night at the Roxbury is terrible.
Yeah.
Because Will Ferrell sucks on his own, and Chris Kattan makes it that much worse.
The only thing I've ever liked Chris Kattan in was Santa Slays, and he gets murdered 74 seconds into the movie.
I'm in. Anything that kills Chris Kattan is in.
But also killed in that scene, Fran Drescher, whom I love from Dr. Detroit, and James Caan, and like a couple other stars as well. like it's a start of a Christmas dinner, and Goldberg comes in and just slaughters the entire family. That's the start of Santa's Slate. So if you guys are looking for something. Also, if anybody has a copy of the Anarchist Cookbook, go ahead and send that over to me format it. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, Anarchist Will Ferrell. Who else don't I like? What was that? There was a bunch of movies in like the Jews. No, well, Brendan Fraser played a Jew in School Ties, and Matt Damon was the anti-Semite. Loved him in that movie.
Jesus.
Brendan Fraser, I mean, not Matt Damon. He's a dick. But Ben Affleck was also in that movie.
There's hardly a movie that goes by that doesn't have them both in it if one of them is in it.
Yeah, well, it's still pre Good Will Hunting.
Right. They're just, but they've been attached at the hip since they were in high school. So.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who Robin Williams shared a dorm with at Juilliard?
I did at one point, and now it's eluding me.
Christopher Reeves.
Oh, there you go. I never did like those Superman movies.
I like Christopher Reeves. But yeah, I didn't care for the Superman movies. Blast from the Past is good, but I already said Mummy. Oh, as far as cameos, Brendan Fraser in G.I. Joe.
Encino Man?
Oh my god. It's got my 3 favorites. With as much hate as I have for Will Ferrell, it is countered by my love for Pauly Shore.
Again, it comes down to heart. Pauly Shore was just one of those guys that everything about him screamed gigantic douchebag, but he had such heart in it that everybody's like, "Oh, fucking Pauly."
I even liked Biodo. And it was the Dumb and Dumber, but dumber.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, actually,
but it was pretty dumb. It was pretty
dumb. We need a water filter. Let's make it out of cigarette butts, because there's no poison in a cigarette butt filter. Blast from the Past was good. Son-in-Law, I love. What's his name? Lane Clark, who was also Perry White in Superman, Lois and Clark.
We didn't even get to Dean Cain movies.
Yeah, I love Dean Cain, but if it's not like no, I mean, like what? Virtuosity would it probably be his best movie. Vendetta was pretty good, but I wouldn't recommend that to most people.
Right.
They did revive the Habitat, yeah, eventually. What was this other movie? In the Army Now. I can't stand Andy Dick. And I don't really care for Lori Petty either.
We didn't even touch on the Ernest movies.
They wouldn't be in my must-see movies.
No.
But God. Ernest Goes to Camp and Ernest Scared Stupid. I watch Ernest Scared Stupid every Halloween.
Ernest was just underrated. The problem is he was everywhere at the time, but kids these days don't even know who he was.
I remember reading Obituary on a smut mag site. And it was called like Mr. Dirty or something like that. And he was just nasty and a shitty person. But like it started off with Jim Varney passed away today, and you'd think I'd have a catchy title like Ernest Goes to Hell. But after researching James Varney and like finding out that even while he had throat cancer and stuff, he was still doing Make-A-Wish Foundation appearances.
Mm-hmm.
And like how popular it was. Like, yeah.
Good guy, Jim Varney.
Mm-hmm. The kid a year ahead of me had cancer, and he asked Baywatch babe Adriana Paul, like literally the least attractive of any chick on the entire show, including like Moms at the Beach. That was his crush, and he asked her to go to the prom with him, and she did in 1997.
All right, we've hit 3 hours, so let's wrap this shit.
All right, say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Is that how we do this? Did we do that backwards?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, then you say it.
You say it, technically.
Good night, everybody.
You're the one who's supposed to say good night, everybody.
Oh, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
There we go. All right, bye. Bye.
Well, I believe in in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful